Hey, it's Why We Love Horror TV. I'm John Maher, and that's Aaron Brooks. How are you feeling, Aaron?
I've been a little under the weather, catching up on some things to watch, though. It's always something I can do, and always staying up to date with Creep Tape Season 2 with this episode, which is titled Ava.
Ava, and we see this version of Joseph Joseph as we know him by in
Yes.
Ava. And I think right off the bat, we know that he clearly has like a ton of resources, however he gets his resources and however he gets them. But this is like another, this is a house. It's a new house we've never seen before. He's, mocked it up in a way to present this character he's playing. It's a totally new location. So he must have just boundless resources, which I guess we don't. I imagine we'll explore eventually.
Yeah, or we don't. I don't think we necessarily have to get all the answers there. He's basically playing like Tiger King, Joe Exotic, and everything like that. So, kind of have an idea of when this one was written and what was inspiring this one. But it's definitely like a different go about for him, right down to how he ends up killing her in this one. Which,
that might have been like my one major issue with the episode, but basically we have Ava, who is a documentarian, as I'd say like 50% of the people he kills are. So many documentarians. But she kind of throughout the course of the episode starts like hatching a plan to take advantage of who she thinks Joseph is. Like this is like this fact that she stumbled upon this deeply disturbed, deeply traumatized in her mind individual. Like she could utilize her filmmaking / armchair psychology skills to get some good footage.
I mean, which is another kind of classic found footage, trope. Also, like Dream Eater kind of had that accusation at least. So
yeah,
it's this is a fine episode. I think we all realize that David S. Malchin's episode should have been the series finale, maybe, because it's going to be brought up each week, and it's going to be like, yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, true that. So basically, like, she's lured there under the pretense that this is a not-for-profit animal rescue sanctuary.
Yeah,
but it's not. He has like animal miniatures, and one of the animal miniatures is basically like a Peach Fuzz miniature.
Yep.
And he clearly, it's very hard. It's hard. It would be so hard to describe this to a person that's not familiar with it. Like the character he's portraying for the sake of this homicide is a deeply disturbed individual that makes these miniatures. Which again, the detail that goes into every single kill is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and again, I feel like it's all just like an allegory for like the amount of like effort an actor puts into a character. Ultimately, is what all of this is like. I feel like for like a non-horror person who's like writing creep episodes, I'm sure there's plenty of non-horror fans who are writing them. They're just using it as like an acting exercise of how far this method actor will go. Because that's, I feel like, where Mark Duplass takes it from as well with Patrick Bright.
That makes sense. And then like throughout the course of this thing, like she kind of goes from documentarian to therapist, and he leads her to lead him to have a breakthrough, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
And then she determines like this fake trauma that had happened to him happened in this location where he takes her to. And then again, like he telegraphs everything he's going to do in the 5 minutes leading up to killing her, and she just never catches up.
Mm-hmm. No, it's always like the arrogance of the people who are attracted to these type of assignments. I think it's like part of the point.
Yeah, I'd say like my one issue is like he does kill her by like basically getting her she accidentally gets doused with gasoline. He sets her on fire. Yeah. But then he's very close to her when he lights her on fire and nothing happens to him, which is like my only nitpick. Sorry, Mark. My only nitpick is you're way too close to that fire.
Yeah, I'll know it. But yeah, I mean, I think it's the first time I've seen him use a blunt sort of or stabbing sort of murder, like kinetic energy murder.
Yeah, that's true. It's always an axe or a knife. Yeah.
Has he even drowned anybody? He tries to drown.
No, I think it's always stabbing or like a blood force trauma. I believe this is the first. He's branching out.
He's branching out. Watch out, world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't expect to get a lot of answers to the resources, the timing, how. Like, I feel like timing, it can loosely be explained, but it's not like, don't think about it too hard. And then with the
yeah, I don't feel these are chronological order. They don't need to be.
No.
Yeah.
But with the resources, I just don't think we're ever going to know how it just is because movies.
Yeah. I hope we get a little bit of answers. Or not. I mean, if we don't, we don't. But like, yeah, it's a nice little slice of life. I think that's it for this episode, though. Like, nothing else really happens. Like,
no,
she doesn't deserve it with a capital D, but she deserves it with a lowercase D.
Lowercase D. It's definitely the one I felt the least bad about so far this season.
All right, let's rate this episode. I like all these episodes. I'll never say they're bad, but I do think out of the 4 we've seen so far, this might be the weakest one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm comfortable like just saying this is a 3.5 for me.
Yeah, I think I gave the police stop one a 3.5 also, and this is right around that, like maybe a step behind it. So 3.5 still for me as well. We have one more episode left in this season, or
I think there's two more. This was episode 4, so there's 2 more.
Excellent. Yeah, excellent. No, I'm enjoying it, and I'll try not to bring up David Dasmal shit next.
No, I think we should bring it up every single time until we get an episode that's just as good. I'm totally okay with this bit. This is a bit that I approve this bit.
All right. Well, then, there you have it.
All right. If you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. And we're winding up the 2025 Letterboxd challenge, which you can pause and go to that one. But if you want to get a jump on 2026, you can go to that QR code. That is the 2026 Why We Love Horror Letterboxd challenge. We'd love to see you guys join in. We've already got a lot of participation, way more than last year, way more likes, way more participants. So jump in. We'd be happy to have you. Till next time, I'm JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks. We'll see you next time. Here comes that schedule.